Oh, welcome back. We covered rape in extent there. Now we are going to look at armed robbery. All right, armed robbery. There's a picture on the slide there where a person on a gun to another person who's giving money. There's a person who commits robbery is guilty of a crime and basically imprisonment not exceeding 14 years. The person charged with an offense is armed with a dangerous offensive weapon or instrument. So you must be armed with a dangerous weapon, a gun or bush knife or something like that. You can be in the company with one or more other persons, and then you use personal violence to the other person. You are basically charged with uh, armed robbery, and you're basically the maximum penalty is imprisonment for life. There's a difference between robbery, which you will get 14 years, not exceeding 14 years, so 14 years and under. And if you are armed, it's armed robbery, so you will get highest penalties, imprisonment for life. All right, the offense of robbery can become armed robbery when firearm offensive weapons are used, like I said. And the maximum penalty changes from 14 years to life imprisonment. The elements of armed robbery: the stole property, basically taken from another person. The accused was in the company of others, armed with a dangerous weapon, and they perpetrated the offense. Classical example: the state versus Kaparu. That means that the offenders with the help of other states armed robbery of his uncle's house. He was arrested, detained in the police lockup, and escaped. He pleaded guilty to one count of armed robbery and one count of escape. And he was imprisonment for armed robbery for 7 years. So the accused, Kaparu in this case, stole property. That means that they broke in and looted the uncle's house. The property was taken from another person, took uncle's property. The accused was in the company of others, friends involved. He was armed with a dangerous weapon. Immediately before after taking of the property, he used violence or wounded the person of and now. So it was violent robbery that have taken place. Alright. The other major offense that you hear about is misappropriation. A lot of time in the newspapers you hear a lot of businessmen, politicians, a lot of well-known people, they have been charged for misappropriation and convicted. So basically, misappropriation, the word itself is provided by section 383A of the Criminal Code. In the elements of misappropriation, if a personal this only applies to his or own use, that is another person. Property belonging to another person. Property by which is proportional control, subject to a trust that should consider account of the person, is guilty of a crime of misappropriation of property. The elements of misappropriation of property: there must be dishonesty. You know that it's someone's property, but you're applying it. You must apply for use or your own use of this or another, and property belonging to another. A classical example there is the state versus Kendi, where this guy made a false claim against the state and got 4 million kina, and basically the court said that that amounts to misappropriation because the money belonged to the independent state of Papua New Guinea and you have stolen that money. All right, now we look at indictable offenses tribal summarily. Remember, we said indictable offenses are serious offenses. However, there's some serious offenses that instead of being tried in national court before a judge of the National Supreme Court, you can try it before a principal magistrate or a grade 5 magistrate. Offenses like unlawful assembly, harboring escape prisoners, permitting escape, secreting letters, all these things are what you call indictable offenses tribal summary. But summary offenses. Summary offenses are assault, drunkenness, causing a fight, as an example of summary offenses. The offenses are found in the above act, so they're provided by the Summary Offences Act, and they're in the district court presided over by a magistrate. So the biggest thing to note is that small offenses like selling of betel nut, small offenses like minor assaults, small offenses like defamation of character, these are all offenses that are basically found in the Summary Offences Act. So in your mind, you now work out that, all right, indictable offenses, serious offenses, where do I find them? I find them in the Criminal Code of Papua New Guinea. And then in your mind also, you work out that indictable offenses found in the Criminal Code, many times they are tried before a judge in the national court. All right, there's some indictable offenses that you can try before the magistrate, and summary offenses are simple offenses that can be tried in the district court by magistrate of the district. All right, thank you very much. In your next lecture, we will look at the topics of defenses in criminal law. So what are the legal defenses available to you when you are charged with the offenses that I've provided above? All right, thank you very much. See you in your next class.